Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Enjoy the ride. Join me in the kitchen. Let's see what I've got cooking up. I don't write scripts to my cooking show and tell. I just sit back, drink my coffee, and just tell you what I'm doing. I've got some thin sliced pork chops. Yeah, they don't take long to cook and they're real easy to do. I usually salt and pepper them, put them in a container and let them sit that way in the refrigerator overnight. They're all ready the next day to cook. I get my skillet hot, and then I turn it off. Yeah. And then place these pork chops on top of that hot skillet. Yeah, and they'll start searing on the side that's next to the pan. And then after I get them all in there, I'll turn the stove back on. See, it's on high right now. We want to turn that down to about, not low, but about medium. Okay? And then the rule of thumb when you're cooking meat like this is leave it the heck alone. Leave it alone. Just let it cook. Don't be stirring it around. Let it cook. Because after a few minutes, you'll see that they'll kind of turn colors through. And then they'll have a nice brown crust on the other side. You keep stirring it around, you won't get that. And that crust there comes from the sugars that are already in the meat, and it contributes flavor. Oh, yeah. Now, you don't have to have the crust if you don't like it, but if you like it, just leave it alone after you put it on the pan. And now, at this point, they're practically already cooked. You just got to cook it just a few more minutes, okay? Now, look in the pan now. I'm going to stick them in all these pork chops inside of a baking dish. That's one of my favorite dishes that I have in the kitchen. And now, on the pan, though, there's a bunch of goodies coming off those pork chops. We don't want to waste that. So I'm just going to pour some water in there. You could use cooking wine or a broth, or just stir it around and let it bubble up, boil up real good. Now, the longer you simmer it, the thicker that sauce will be. It's just a matter of personal taste, but don't forget about it. It's going to make a tasty sauce. But you know me, I can't leave well enough alone. I got to put something else in there, like, well, wouldn't you know it? Well, you could put a splash of vinegar in there, balsamic vinegar or red wine vinegar or something like that to give it a little life to it. But I decided to put hot sauce. Stir it around and just let it simmer a minute or two. And once again, the longer you let it simmer, the thicker it will get. And I'm just going to take this, well, you'll see. That floating around in the middle there is just a piece of pork chop that fell off the others. Okay, we're just going to pour it right on top of all those other pork chops. Oh, yeah. Now, I left a little bit still in the pan. Remember those vegetables I cooked the other day? Well, we're going to recycle them. Yeah, we're going to throw them right in the pan, right on top of what was left of that sauce I had, and let it absorb it all up and stir it all up right here. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did this in between the risings of my dough as I was making all that bread the other day. Well, see, you can get a lot done. All right, and here you have it. A leftover fettuccine and cheese, pork chop, vegetables. This is Big Bear Ron. Until next time, be good and be good at it. See you later.